So a few days ago, James Charles tweeted out, "Just spent 30 minutes in the Starbucks parking lot filming a Snapchat rant about something bothering me, but instead of posting, I listened to myself rant and then clicked delete. Sometimes it's healthy to have a conversation with yourself before having it with others." Now this tweet was received fairly well, with people like Keemstar replying to it with, "OMG, James, why? I need to know, tell me off the record, lol," which I do feel it is a bit weird that a 30-year-old man is extremely interested in the gossip of a 20-year-old makeup artist, but that aside, the point is, this tweet was received fairly well, although there are some people who weren't very pleased with the tweet. The person in particular who I'll be talking about today is Kavos, who responded to James Charles by saying, "Sometimes it's better to have a conversation with yourself." He says after telling all of his Twitter he spent 30 minutes attempting to record a mega rant about something or someone. If anything, being passive-aggressive like this is worse. Nicholas Diorio responds to him by saying, "I bet the barista spelled his name wrong, laughing my fucking ass off," to which Kavos responds with a laughing crying emoji. In addition to quoting the tweet, Kavos responded to the tweet itself in a reply that says, "But now you have told everyone you had a rant about something you felt was important enough to share on Snapchat, which now leads to speculation of what the rant was about. Shane and Jeffrey maybe? And defeats the point of talking to yourself because now everyone knows. Or maybe you just want to make yourself out to be a bigger person? But this is just passive-aggressive as fuck, and worse than an actual genuine rant." Q-Star responded to Kavos by saying, "I think you're trying to make this more than it is. I read it as just him trying to give some advice to his audience. I don't see how his experience to advising people to think twice before posting something in an emotional moment is a bad thing." Kavos then responds, "You can give the same advice without telling everyone you spent 30 minutes trying to record a rant on someone." Q-Star then responded to that by saying, "Do you want him to lie to his audience about how stupid it was to spend 30 minutes ranting about something in a reactionary fashion?" Kavos then replied, "I don't care, lol. But all we do know now is that he dislikes someone or something enough to make a 30-minute rant about, defeating the whole point of deleting the rant, and not sharing it, because now, we know there was a rant to begin with." Q-Star then replied, "I get where you're coming from, but we don't really know what he was ranting about. Everyone can assume what they want, but at the end of the day, the rant would have been a more actual direct anger towards a certain entity. I don't know. I just don't see it as a problematic tweet." Now, the reason I'm talking about this in the first place is because James Charles actually responded to Kavos' reply. He says, "Or maybe you're looking too far into it, because it had to do with the relationships, and I decided it was a topic that's no one's business but my own? Fuck off." Kavos then replied, James, what happened to listening to yourself rant and then clicking delete? I was speculating what it was, because that's a door you open up yourself by posting this tweet in the first place." James then replies, "No, you're looking for drama where there is none. Shocking." To which Kavos replies, "Don't be mad that Shane Dawson's palette is better than yours." I absolutely love how much Kavos is trying to stir up shit in this scenario. Like, it's so clear that he doesn't give too much of a fuck about this tweet, only like to a small extent. He's just trying to stir up more shit. I think it's funny. Either way, Sister Annie wasn't very happy. Also, her is James Charles with 2 S's, so you know this is gonna be good. She responds by saying, "Imagine being so bored and annoy a person who is trying to be a better person. Can't relate." Kavos responds, "He told me to fuck off, lol." To which Annie responds, "Maybe he had a reason to." To which Kavos responds, "Maybe I had a reason to." And then Annie responds, "A reason to bully someone who is finally proud of himself? Wow, what a sad life." Then Kavos replies, "Disagreeing is not bullying, bitch." Lillian replies by saying, "It's embarrassing at this point. Please have a seat and don't get yourself into situations you can't handle." Kavos replies, "Who said I can't handle this? I'm loving it." Eden replies, "James Charles stans are so triggered. I love it." Kavos replies, "I'm bathing in their tears right now." Zartly responds to Kavos' comment about Shane Dawson's palette by saying, "That is the worst comeback I've ever seen." Kavos replies, "It's not meant to be good, lol. It's dumb. That's why it's funny to me. As if I even know what palette is better." Lillian then replies, "It's not funny. That's offensive. The fact that you see that funny, it's scary." Kavos replies, "Offensive? You are crazy." Leanne then responds, "I said it's offensive. You know why? It doesn't matter what palette is better. I wish success for everyone. But the fact that you're using it as a weapon to hurt him? You know he worked hard on it, and means a lot to him. You know that was gonna piss him off. So stop your hypocrisy. Joshua says, fuck buddy, is there one person on the internet who likes you? Kavos replies, I hope not. Bill says, this is petty. To which Kavos replies, I think he's going too hard to make himself out to be this great guy. If you wanted to just talk to yourself, then do it, and don't tell others, because now everyone's wondering what he was ranting about. Bill replies, you're starting to sound like him. Casper responds to Kavos by saying, way too deep, bro. And then Kavos replies, if your advice is to talk to yourself before ranting, then keep it to yourself. Lol. Him telling people he tried recording a rant for 30 minutes only causes drama he claims he didn't want. Casper replies, no it doesn't, laughing my ass off. He doesn't throw shade at anyone or drops any hints of anything. He was just mad about something and needed to get it off his chest. It felt good for him to do that, so he was telling other people that doing that could help them. It's not that deep. Kavos replies, it's always that deep. Sorry bro. Casper then responds, love you dude, just making a mountain out of nothing. Earthquake responds to Kavos by saying, I normally like your take on things. This seems like a desperate attempt for you to call someone out. Kavos replies, I mean, it's nothing crazy. I wouldn't call him out, lol. I just think what he's saying is passive-aggressive and defeats the point of talking to yourself. Kavos then elaborates on what he means by replying to his own tweet and saying, I don't get the point of telling people you have now deleted a rant while telling them to talk to themselves and let things go. If you truly believe that, then surely we shouldn't know there was a rant to begin with, lol. To be honest though, it's not really that big of a deal, but I just found it funny and hypocritical. But I'm probably not going to think about this ever again after today, lol. The Rewired Soul quote tweets Kavos and says, is it possible that James Charles caught himself about to act out of emotion, stopped himself, and then decided to share that experience to hopefully inspire others to do the same? Kavos then replies, it's not that inspiring to be honest, lol. The Rewired Soul then responds with the Google definition of subjective, to which Kavos responds, still defeats the point of deleting a rant and talking to yourself if you're going to post about how you went on a 30-minute rampage. Lillian responds to Kavos' extra string of tweets by saying, he wanted to show growth about how you were showing how immature you are by trying to drag him into your shit. He was trying so hard to stay out of drama and be a better person. Can you please grow up? Kavos then replies, you don't show growth by tweeting shit, lol. It's about your actions, and after today, clearly he's the same, and still loves a bit of tasty drama. Emma responds to Kavos by saying, I don't understand the backlash you're getting, when it was very obvious that that tweet was not only hypocritical, but also fishing for praise. Kavos in response, exactly. And then, Kavos says on his Twitter, James Charles got big mad at me, showing that he actually blocked him. He then follows it up by saying, I don't even know what a fucking palette even is. But this is what got him, showing the insult he made towards James Charles about Shane Dawson's palette being better. Holy shit, that is hilarious. Limp Dick Energy responds to him by saying, you tried to insult him, why wouldn't he block you? Kavos responds, no, I didn't agree with what he was saying. It was hypocritical and baiting for praise. Not everyone will agree with you in life. I know that may shock you. Then she responds, not mad, just annoyed with your shit. Anyways, stan I'm Alex for good health. Gal with the art responds, didn't I'm Alex try to throw someone under the bus for false allegations though? Limp Dick Energy responds, nope. And then Kavos said, yes he did. And if you want to hear all about that, I have a video series on the channel regarding the whole I'm Alex situation, so be sure to check that out if you are interested. As for my opinion on the small Twitter feud, I do think Kavos was trying to take something out of James Charles' tweet that wasn't really there and kind of make a mountain out of a molehill. But at the same time, I did like the back and forths he had with the James Charles fans. I found it pretty amusing, so ultimately I'm glad he made the tweets, but it's not something I personally took out of the James Charles tweet, and I kind of disagree with the notion that James Charles would want to be getting into any type of drama, even slightly, because after the shit he went through in May, I think he wants to stay as far away from drama as possible, but that's just my interpretation of the situation. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe with notifications on, as I upload videos on Twitter drama very frequently. And follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with all the news going on. Thank you so much to my channel members, and with all that being said, I will see you in the next video.